Good morning. I do hope you are enjoying your day. Now, today I'm going to talk to you about financial crime risks in the lending industry. Now, we'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about how Kiprod Risk Management Services can be able to support, the financial industry in terms of being able to give them the necessary kind of frameworks and capacities to avoid financial crime risks. Banks and other institutions, they face this kind of risks a lot, and in fact, this kind of risks can impact very much or threaten the very existence of financial institutions, the system itself, and all banks and SACCOs and other financial institutions. Now, so what are financial crimes? They are actually activities that are illicit and they are involving the financial system. So now the crimes themselves include things like money laundering. We could call it a process of disguising proceeds of criminal activities just to make them look like they are illegitimate, And once you get these funds, then the other activity is terrorist financing. Terrorist financing, because this illicit money, usually many times it finances the terrorist activities. All right, so that's the other part of the crime that we're talking about. Yeah, we're also looking at fraudulent loan applications. Yeah, so employees or rather customers and borrowers, they would come to the institutions and they will falsify information. So this falsified information, the institutions may not be aware about what is the real reason, what's the real purpose, for this particular kind of loan. So these fraudulent applications can then be used to launder money and other financial other criminal activities. Now, we are also looking at cybercrime. Cybercrime is one of the criminal activities that are committed through the use of internet and other digital platforms. All right. So therefore, this may include things like phishing, malware, and other forms of hacking. Yeah. So how are we vulnerable? We are in fact vulnerable if we don't put in place a proper cyber security, to be able to curb this aspect. Now, inside the fraud, which includes employees that would want to misuse their positions, are other kind of crimes that lenders need to be aware of. And of course, they are vulnerable if they do not put in place appropriate controls, appropriate internal controls and fraud prevention measures. Yeah. Now we also have got third-party risks. We do know very well that we are all the time involved with the third-party providers. We have got things like people like bureaus and the other suppliers of technical service providers. Yeah. So if they do engage in illicit in money laundering and the other financial crimes, then that impacts basically on the lender, as it were. Yeah. So these are some of the crimes that involve the financial sector, and they can in fact be able to destabilize this sector.